Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Yeria Yazida from group 6. I want to presentation about material from meeting 5 about chapter 2 using algebraic equation to solve problem. I want to explain to a vocabulary. First, algebra, or in Indonesia we say it aljabar. Algebra is the study of mathematical symbol along with the rules used to manipulate this symbol. For example of algebra is operation addition, subtraction, division, and multiplication of variable. For example is 2x minus 6 is equals to 0. 2. Coefficient. In Indonesia, we say it coefficient. Coefficient is the number that accompany the variable. Example, 2x means the coefficient x is 2. 3y means the coefficient y is 3. 3. Function, or in Indonesia, we say it fungsi. A function in mathematical term is the mapping of each member of a set called a codomain or to another member of a set. We call it the codomain. 4. Greater than, or in Indonesia we say it lebih besar dari. The greater than in math is placed between two values in which the first number is greater than the second number. For example, 10 greater than 8. That means the value of 10 is greater than 8. 5. Less than. In Indonesia we say it lebih kecil dari. The less than sign is one of the unique inequality sign which is used to compare the number. If the first number is less than the second number, less sign is used. For example, 5 less than 10, it means that the number 5 is less than number 10. 6. Greater than or equal to. In Indonesia, we say it lebih dari atau sama dengan. The greater than or equal to is used to represent inequality in math. It tells us that the given variable is either greater than or equal to a particular value. For example, students is greater than 50. Greater than equal to 50. 7. Term. In Indonesia, we say it suku. A term can be a number, a variable, product of two or more variables or product of a number and a variable. An algebraic expression is formed by a single term or by group of terms. For example, in expression for x plus y, the two terms are for x and y. 8. Factorization, or Indonesia we say it faktorisasi. In math, factorization is when you break a number down into small numbers, then multiply together, give you that original number. When you split a number into its factor or divisor, that factorization. For example, factorization of number 12 might look like 3 times 4. 9. Digit, or in Indonesia we say it angka. Digit are the single number used to represent value in math. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 are used in different combination and repetition to represent all the value in math. Any of the 10 numbers from 0 to 9 can be represented by a symbol known as a digit. An example of a two-digit number is 65. 10. Number, or in Indonesia we say it bilangan. A number is an arithmetic value used to represent quantity. Since a number is a mathematical concept used to count, measure, and label, this number form the basic of the mathematics. For example, this is 1 butterfly and these are 4 butterfly. Now we move to a question from video. The question is Find the value of x for the following equation. First equation is 3x plus 5 is equals to 17, and the second equation is 7x minus 2 is equals to minus 10. The solution: we have to solve the first equation. First, we want to get the left side simplified to become only 3x. So we have to subtract 5 from the both sides. 3x plus 5 is equals to 17. We subtract 5 from the both sides. Now we get 3x plus 5 minus 5 is equals to 17 minus 5. Then we get 3x is equals to 12. Now we want to just have an x on the left side, so we have to divide it both sides by 3. Now we get 3x divided by 3 is equals to 12 divided by 3. Now we get x is equals to 4. We move to the second equation. First, we want to get the left side simplified to become only 7x. So we have to add 2 from the both sides. 7x minus 2 is equals to minus 10. Because we have to add 2 from the both sides, then we get 7x minus 2 plus 2 is equals to minus 10 plus 2. And then we get 7x is equals to minus 8. Now we want to just have an x on the left side, so we have to divide it by both sides by 7. So 7x divided by 7 is equals to minus 8 divided 7. Now we get x is equals to minus 8 over 7. So for the first equation, the value of x is 4, and the second equation, the value of x is minus 8 over 7. Now example 7. This question is: Allison and Rachel were competing in a race. Allison had a 10-minute head start and was running at 3 km per hour. Rachel ran at 5 km per hour. In how many minutes did Rachel catch up with Allison? The solution: in this problem, the key factor is that at the moment that Rachel catch up to Allison, they will have to travel the same distance. The model of the problem is distance traveled by Allison is equals to distance traveled by Rachel. Since we are asked to find Rachel time, we will represent it by t. Now that the unit of t must be hour, since the radius are given in hour. Allison ran 10 minutes more, which will be represented by t plus 1 over 6. Since 10 minutes is 1/6 of an hour, we let Rachel time for is t. Now we get Allison time is t plus 1 over 6. We know Rachel ride is 5 km per hour and Allison ride is 3 km per hour. Using distance is equals to rate times time, we have a distance traveled by Allison is equals to distance traveled by Rachel. So Allison ride times Allison time is equals to Rachel ride times Rachel time. So 3 times t plus 1 over 6 is equals to 5t. 3t plus a half is equals to 5t. We move 3t to the right side. Now we get 2t is equals to a half. So t is 1 over 2 divided by 2 is 1 over 4 hour, or t is 5 minutes. So Rachel will catch up with Allison at 15 minutes. Example 8. If Joe can paint 5 rooms in 8 hours and Samantha can paint 3 rooms in 6 hours, how long will it take them to paint 7 rooms working together? The solution. From the question, we know Joe can paint 5 rooms in 8 hours and Samantha can paint 3 rooms in 6 hours. The ask is how long does it take to paint 7 rooms at once? By using this formula, we can see Joe's work rate is 5/8 rooms per hour and Samantha's work rate is a half room per hour. We let T is time to complete the work together. So the model is number of room painted is equals to room painted by Joe plus room painted by Samantha. 7 is equals to 5/8t plus a half t. 7 is equals to 5/8t plus 4/8t because we balance the denominator. So 7 is equals to 9/8t. So we move 8 to left side. So 7 times x equals to 90. 56 is equals to 90. So t is 56/9, or t is 6 and 2/9. So the total needed to paint 7 rooms simultaneously is 6 and 2/9 hours. Example 9. It takes Susan 18 hours longer than the Lorry to take their store inventory. If it takes 3 and 3/4 hours for them to do the job together, how long would it take Susan to do it alone? The solution. Since Larry takes less time to complete the job, we will let her time be presented by T. So Lori time is T and Susan's time is T plus 10. The number of jobs considered in this problem is 1. Therefore, Lori's rate is equals to 1/t and Susan's rate is equals to 1/2t plus 10. We using 3 and 3/4 is equals to 15/4. So the amount done by Susan is equals to 1/2t plus 10 times 15/4. And the amount done by Lori is equals to 1/2t times 15/4. One job is equals to amount done by Susan plus amount done by Lori. So 1 is equals to 1/2t plus 10 times 15/4 plus 1/2t times 15/5. We get 15/4 is times 1/2t plus 10 plus 1/2t. We move the 15/4 to the left side, then we get 1/2 15/5/4 is equals to 1/2t plus 10 plus 1/2t. So 4/15 is equals to 1/2t plus 10 plus 1/3. We multiplying both sides of the equation by the least common denominator. 15t times t plus 10, we get 4 times t plus 10 equals to 15 times t plus 10. So we get 4t squared plus 14t is equals to 15t plus 15 times t plus 10. 4t squared times 40t is equals to 30t plus 150. We move all the right side to the left side, then we get 40 squared plus 40t plus minus 30t minus 150 is equals to 0. Then we get 40 square plus 10t is minus 150 is equals to 0. We divided all of side to 2. So 2t square plus 5t minus 75 is equals to 0. With factorization this, then we get 2t plus 15 times t minus 5 is equals to 0, and then we get 2t plus 15 is equals to 0, or t minus 5 is equals to 0, and then we get t is minus 7.5, or t is equals to 5. Since the problem requires physical time, we reject the negative answer and we see that t is equals to 5 is Lori time. Therefore, Susan can complete the job in 5 plus 10, or is equals to 15 hours for working alone. Now we get example 10. The question is, at the chocolate factory, Sean's job is to experiment with mixing different amount of milk and chocolate to find different flavor. If he mixes 2 quarts of type A, which contain 15% chocolate, with 1 quart of type B, which contain 10% chocolate, he creates type C. What percent of type C is chocolate? In this situation, the rate is the percentage of chocolate. For each type, we have the relationship amount of chocolate in the type is equals to percent of chocolate times amount of type. In type A, we have 0.15 times 2 is equals to 0.3 quart of chocolate. In type B, we have 0.10 times 1 is equals to 0.1 quart of chocolate. For mixture type C, we have 0.3 chocolate type A plus 0.1 chocolate type B is equals to 0.4 quart of chocolate. Amount type is equals to 2 quart of type A plus 1 quart of type B is equals to 3 quart of liquid. So the relationship is, calculate the percentage that is chocolate is amount of chocolate over to amount of type. So 0.4 over 3 is equals to 0.1333 and each other, or we percentage is 13.3%. So the percentage of type C chocolate is 13.3%. That's all my explanation about the material from meeting 5. Thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.